up YouTube? It's your boy JP coming at you again with another anticipated restock reprint. We have the War of the Kings omnibus. A lot of people have been waiting for. We have the original standard wraparound cover, and we also have the DM cover. Both look really cool. What are your thoughts about these covers?
Oh, it's hard. Okay, usually for the Omnis they have the same back, but the standard has that wraparound as you see there. Yeah. So it has like a battle going on all the way to the back, which is great.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah,
I really like that.
But the other one has, that front cover of this looks really, really badass.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of torn between which one I want. I kind of like the battle scene, but this one looks great.
If we were to pick the front, I would say that the front of this one looks really cool. Yeah. But you take into factor the wraparound just wins because it's just a lot of extra artwork. So that's really cool. So here's the spines on both. Here you go. So you have that. And you also have, it's different right here as well. Yeah. So you have different backs. So everything's totally different for both covers. You rarely ever see that. Most of the time, it's always just the front, and everything else is the same. Yeah. So that's really cool. Let me take off the dust jacket for you. And look at this spread.
So again, another wraparound spread for a battle going on. Yeah. Which is cool.
And I feel like this is one of the biggest cosmic events in a very long time. I know this is Mitch's favorite run of all time, cosmic run in Marvel. So he's going to be doing a deep dive review for this on our channel. I know this follows... So if you want to follow a timeline, it falls after House of M goes first. Okay. And then what's it called? It's after Civil War, and a little bit in between the Skrull invasion. So this story is, I would say it's after the Skrull invasion, but just not by far. So you have a little bit of Skrull invasion right there, but you have Annihilation Conquest. You also have War of Kings Prelude, which is right here. You have this one, and then War of Kings Aftermath.
Yeah, so it's a massive space opera kind of thing going on with it.
But if you wanted to read this book by itself without any background, or without picking up any other omnibus, you could. I would highly recommend reading Deadly Genesis 1 through 5 first, because you get the introduction of Vulcan there. Cool. Because Vulcan is a major villain in this story, and you want to know who he is and stuff like that, so definitely read Deadly Genesis, because everything else in here will tell you the background of what's going on with Vulcan and stuff like that. Cool. So there you go. I already showed you the front stuff like that. So I read halfway through, and tell me, I had to read a lot of stuff. I had to finish Annihilation again, had to finish the Prelude and stuff like that, just to let you know if you needed to read all that stuff. In my opinion, you don't. You just need Deadly Genesis. That way you could figure out why Vulcan's motive, why he wants to conquer and stuff like that, and why he turned into a villain, because he was, spoilers, an X-Men before.
Yeah, I believe he's, again, spoilers, Scott Summers' brother. Yeah. So, you got somebody who's such a cool character like Cyclops, like the best X-Men of all time, and now you have his brother who's bad.
That's very true. Yeah, so this story, I would say, I would give the entire saga series, or just War of Kings in general, everything, the storyline with Vulcan, him with the Sheer Empire, I would give the story a 10 out of 10. It has the Shi'ar, is it the Shi'ar Empire? It has the Kree, it has Inhumans, it has the people from the Negative Zone like King Bastar, and everybody just trying to fight one another to become the new king, or just make peace and stuff like that. So it's a very cosmic battle. Something I would highly recommend everybody to read if you could. Some of it you may need to do some additional reading, but it's not like one of those boring slog fest where you're like, oh man, I had to read this just so I know this person's motive, stuff like that. It's all really good, starting from Deadly Genesis. It's crazy how I think Ed Brubaker created the character of Vulcan, I believe.
Oh, cool.
I'm not, don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure, or maybe he just, because I believe Day told me that Ed Brubaker made that character, and a lot of people were iffy about it. But I feel like his origin story to what he is now is just a really great revenge origin story. And it makes you really understand why he's doing everything and why he went crazy and stuff like that.
Yeah, and this looks like it intersects with a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, so it has
Nova Corps.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy is in here as well. Nova. Nova plays a bigger role in this as well.
Thanos probably makes an appearance sometimes.
I don't.
You see, what's his face, Kang's in there too.
Maybe these are in the tie-ins though.
Oh,
This is not the main story.
Gotcha.
This is most likely the tie-ins and stuff like that. Just the extra pieces. Let's go to the back. But yeah, like you get to you want to know why the Inhumans want to conquer again, because what happened with Quicksilver and him stealing the Terrigen Mist and stuff like that. So the Inhumans are on edge. Everybody's on edge. So this is a great, I guess, ending or conclusion to everybody and their problems and stuff like that. So definitely, if you want a deep dive review for this one, definitely wait for Mitch's review. It's gonna be awesome. I was gonna do a review for this one, but he's like, "No, I love this series. Let me do it." And I was like, "Okay." So let me know what you think about the story. Where does this rank on your Marvel events?
Yeah,
I would put this maybe at number 2. I really like the House of M. Everything that happened with the X-Men stuff like that. That was a good event. So this may be my number 2 event so far. And then the Venom with the Null, that was really good.
Yeah, because I think this also kind of has some of the. I believe this character has something to do with Null later on, isn't it? What's his face? Wraith?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. It's kind of vague. But let me know. If Day is watching this video, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, because I think because I read just the main story of Null, and I think they mentioned something about Wraith, and like they kind of in passing talk about what happened with Annihilation, just because Null starts taking away taking planets with his Venom thing. Yeah. So they kind of mentioned it. So I'm not too sure, but if you know,
let us know. Yeah, so definitely. If you enjoyed this video, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next one.